Stare deep into the void. Listen, you can hear it calling to you. Hello, dear viewer, I'm leesusss. Welcome back to Shapes. Shapes 2, rather. I had a lot of fun for the past however long. Don't mind this perfect organisation over here. This was me finishing off all the previous bits and pieces. So we watched me do this. The first part from there. I then unlocked blueprints, and I went on to the next bit, which is space platforms. In the meantime, too much void staring. In the meantime, I did all the secondary quests, all the little extra bits and pieces that I did to earn as many points as possible, and I trade them in for research points. The only one that I've skipped is sign labels, because who gives a damn about labels? Anyway, it was good fun, but it's okay. It's just not super thrilling. Probably watching some of these basic creations. We want to go to the more interesting stuff. I mean, not this stupid grey circles and squares. No, we want to go to the next bit. So we're going to unlock space platforms. Okay. So, in the original game, you probably remember that you were staring at a great white field of shapes and objects and everything else, and this is where you drew in your next creations from there. Okay, it's changed slightly from that. You haven't got such a big open area anymore. Instead, we're in space, in the void, and not that void. That's a special void. The rest of the void, and whatever this is down here, other dimensions, other objects. Who knows? Not sure. Maybe other people are making things. Or are we making things, or are we throwing them away? I don't know. But we're going to have to connect these various things together. That's just blue. Fun. Okay, right. What is the next task before we decide what to do over here? So, did I not do this already? I thought we were on the next tasks from here. Have you not opened them up? We opened them up last time. Oh yes, I forgot this. There we go. Select factory. Once completing the last milestone, you'll be rewarded with your operative certification. We got it. We got it. No certificate, unfortunately, or no badge, no special hat, but we're certified. And as are you for watching my dreadful channel. As a proud owner of that certification, you can now start working on a real factory. I know there's some shapes. Oh, they're earning. Are we earning shapes? Who knows what the void does with the shapes? But there you go. Or even who we're talking to. Your progress is transferred, including buildings and unlock upgrades. So we can do two things here: factory normal or factory hard. Oh, I'm tempted by these. So in the first shapes game, what it started to get to at the end was very, very complicated shapes that took a lot of assembly. Like things like these were like end level shapes on the first game, and the creator, sorry Dev, I did actually know the name of the developer, which is kind of shameful. I'm sorry about that, but the developer has a great analysis on Steam about why they went to how they designed the new game and for what reason, and what they included and what they didn't include based upon what people requested in the last thing. And much about that was the fact that the first game, it got to complexity, but it lacked some depth in some ways. When it got to, that's about as far as it could go, and this game wants to have more than that. Now I love these, and we will do some of these later, but I think doesn't really fit with what I'm trying to do here. Yes, I know, stop hurrying me up, save file. I'm monologuing as usual. I think we're going to do factory normal, and I'll do this another time, and we can come back and do something. Look at these, look at that nonsense there. What the hell is that? We're going to do the normal for now, and we can't I will not be able to go back to the switch to factory environment after my choice. Fine. You think I'm going to play this game once? You are having a laugh, mate. I'm going to play it loads of times. Anyway, zoom out, zoom in, zoom out, zoom in with platform mode. Fine. I mostly do it by scrolling my mouse. Doesn't matter. We've got two really simple shapes to make, but we have to get them from here. So colouring blocks is a thing that we do later, but we're not doing it yet. Making colours was a lot of fun in the previous game, but we are not going to do that. We're using these blocks yet. Instead, we are going to... That's the one over there, probably. we're going to pick a shape that already has the colours on it, because we don't have access to colour thingies yet. We can't do anything with the big blobs of colour. That's probably the closest, isn't it? It's got the circle, it's got the square on it. So what we'll do, if we zoom in over here, we need to get these over to here. Now to do that, we need minor. So when we move out, we get a different selection of tools than when this is the close-up tools, this is the far-out tools. We need a shape miner. Okay, that way. Okay, now this might look familiar. That's back in our original space. This is basically a shape miner here. This is what it is. In fact, I didn't notice when I first played it. Maybe you did, but it's actually mining square shapes down here. And this is what this is now doing over here. I've lost it though. What have I done with it? There it is. So this is mining. It's mining down there, and we've got one lot coming through. Yeah, but we can get more. So for example, we can do this. Where's the extension from there? Sorry, interruption in the background, but good interruptions. Good things from the kids. So I'm not worried about that. Now what I should be able to do, yeah, I can connect extensions. Where are the extensions? Oh, they're under here. There we go. So I'm distracted now by the thoughts of why they haven't. So we can put in some more extensions like this. Yeah, and these again, you've seen, are exactly the same as these. Yeah, they're the same thing. So rather than having only one output, I've lost it again. Having only one output, we've now got 4 outputs of this shape coming out from here. And now we've got to attach it to this so we can deliver the stuff over here. Although we don't have to. There's a couple of ways of doing this. So what I'm thinking of is you build this belt. You build these belts exactly the same way as you build belts on the other method. Just anchor them. Although, there we go. So on some of the harder levels, one of the ways they make it harder is you can build less platforms. I think you're using these platform units up here. Yeah, and you have to earn more to be able to use them. So for example, what we can do is we can feed the stuff all the way up to here and build the factory pieces over here. This is like a little launch mechanism. Like objects arrive onto here, we get the equivalent here through the belts. And then, sorry, birthday planning's happening in the background. Noises and things. But the thing is, we don't have to build on here. Yeah, we don't have to build rather on here. Well, in fact, let's just clear this crap away. And it's not actually that relevant. It's fine. I've got some interesting builds here. We'll just capture this one. Put that over here. We might use that in a bit. We're going to clear all this crap off right now. There we go. I don't care. I have no attachment to that stuff. That's fine. So we could build our factory here making these pieces, but instead what we can do come on, me. Stop messing around. There you go. I can build platforms. Boom. Like that, see? And then feed onto here. And again, I can only use so many. I'm using up platform points, platform units up there by doing this. But there we go. We can do that and therefore build on here. And this inspires me to do something else, which is kind of fun, which is making self-contained plug-and-play units. Now, I want to see if I can access my blueprints from my other game, which I got to about here and a little bit beyond this, but not very much more. So we're about the limit of actually how much I've actually played the game. Up here, where is blueprints again? I can't remember. Oh, I didn't have the grid or not. Let me find my blueprints. Where are they? I've got it. That's one. Do I have the other one? That's a pre-made one. Okay, I want this one. So this, I've copied the entire block. Okay. Oh, it's like family dramas happening in the background. Signing, well, it's not drama, signing birthday cards. Okay, so what I built here is a machine that should take the objects out of here and turn them into part of the raw materials we need for over here. So what we have here is actually what have I made this one in the right way or not? This is, hold on a second. I should be able to select the whole thing. I made this one slightly strangely. I can do a better job with this. What we've got here is two identical factories here, essentially. So let's take away the top view, so we can't see the upper floor. The materials are coming in from here, yeah, and also into here. So this is the first set of units. So the materials come in. You know, should we get them running? Let's get them running, and then you can see what it's actually doing, rather than me trying to tell you. This might actually be obsolete anyway, you know, because I've actually got more upgrades now than I did in my previous version of the game. So the belts are going faster, and there's some other objects as well. But never mind. This is what I'm doing for. This is what I'm going to do for now. So, are you coming? God, they take a while to get here. It's a long way to go. It seems further away than I remember last time. Anyway, objects will come in here, the things from there, and then we have multiple splits into various bits and pieces. Where are you? There you are. Here you come. Right, okay. We only actually want, of course, a fraction of this item that's coming in here. Okay, object comes in. We've got a double splitter here. Yeah. So we've separated the two halves from here onto this one through this cutter here, which preserves both sides. You might not have seen some of these, so I'll make sure you're clear on what all the pieces do. Rather than destroying one side and throwing it away, this one separates the two pieces entirely and then feeds them onto there. This one does actually destroy the other piece. Be quiet, you. It destroys the other piece. We've only got the red ones coming out from there. And that is about all we've got going on there, yeah? And then the red ones come out here, and then the blue ones come out here. Because you've got to remember something of the objects here, which is that there aren't four routes. There aren't two routes like only four routes into this platform. There are four routes going in and four routes coming out, because you can do the two floors. So in fact we've got the red ones coming out of here, yeah, but above we've also got blue ones coming out of here as well. So we've entirely reduced it down to its component parts. And what I've got a second thread running in here, and this is doing the same thing. It's a mirror version of this one, and it's then pumping out the piece. So we've now got a crap ton of shapes coming out of these sides from two feeds from here, and hopefully we're using the most efficient amount of the different pieces that are coming out of here, yeah, as many component parts as we need. And this is very reusable and plug and playable. Now probably it would be better to have like input here or input here and then output to the corner, but this is just how I built it when I first did it. Okay, so I'm not worried about that particularly. It's just how I did it. Now we've got all these pieces here. Now this lot are easy. So this lot, all we want to do here, go up a space, is we want to... Oh, we can now link onto here as well. That's interesting. No, we can't. No, it's blocked. It's blocked. It's blocked by the miner. Oh, that'll do. Close enough. And again, you can launch into the void from higher up if I didn't show that before. So we are going to fulfill the blue delivery quite easily. Oops. Not if I do like that though. Anchor. Anchor. You anchor. There we go. That's a nice easy one, yeah? And it's nice to have these plug and play systems like this because... Oh, it's stopped because I'm not taking the red ones out as well. That's the problem. The system's got to be able to run entirely. Let's hide these from here. Now these ones we need to join them together. So we've probably got rather a lot of material coming through here. Also, the conveyors running under other things and other flat objects like cutters don't get interrupted by things running above them. However, we've got to be careful of things like stackers that would interrupt this. All we need to do here is nice and simple. We need to merge together these stream of objects so we can make a nice simple... We'll do this by hand over here. Sometimes I'm unsure whether to use blueprints or not. Sometimes blueprints aren't really needed, you know, for a simple device that you can make very, very easily. So, for example, we can do this like that, and we can take 50% off of that production run. Ooh, I need a bit more space for this. I've got two options here, okay? I can... Let's go for option B on this. Okay. Option 1 is like each of these feeds gets split into two. One becomes an upper level run. This run can become objects that lead into the top and objects that lead into the bottom and get joined together. Or, you know, this is always the bottom feeder and this is always the top feeder over here. We're going to go for option B. Let's leave a bit of space. We can always move these things around later, so I don't need to cramp everything up just yet. You go up in the air and go to there. Me doing it wrong. Come on, fingers, you did this fine last night. What am I doing? Right, it's all too close. I know it's painful to watch, isn't it? Okay. What we need to do here, we need to do a rotation to put these two things together. That's feeding in there, so we need a couple of rotators in there. We want to rotate this once clockwise. I've now got 3 rotators, clockwise, anti-clockwise, 90 degrees, and a full 180 from there. Oh, undo those. I'm an idiot. My brain is very slow today. What's wrong with me today? There we go. Fingers seem to be doing all over the place. This is a simple object from there, yeah? And that's it. We're making of it. There's too much feed right now for this, but we can deal with that in a minute. How about we go to here, and that one can go to here. Look at that, nice and neat. All the conveyor belts under each other. Everything coming off okay? There we go. We're getting the objects that we need. We need 1,200 now, so the numbers we need for some of these things are increasing quite a bit from what we saw. About 650, I think, was probably the highest one from the previous run. But there you go. So what are we seeing here? We're seeing a bit of a slowdown. We're not seeing enough objects being delivered here, so this is fine. We can let this keep on running. This is actually getting more feed than it can actually output properly. Go away, blueprints. And this could be faster. In fact, we could have, I think just one of these feeds would be enough to keep this lot going. Well, it doesn't matter. It's fine for now. We can keep that ticking over. We want to do some secondary stuff in a minute anyway, don't we? So, we'll do that. We can make this more efficient, though. We can just copy this. We can do a copy pasta. No. Like that. I like my splits to happen in a certain way. There we go, we've doubled it up. And the output from here is fairly slow, so I'm not too worried about it being, you know, we're running two things out of a single output. It's far from there. So these things are ticking along, and we can make this more efficient. We can just keep on adding more and more of these until we match the output matches the input. Because the belts are running at, what are the belts running at now? Belts are now 120, but the fastest thing here, the slowest thing is probably the stacker. In fact, the stacker's only running at 20. Okay, so we could do a lot more to deal with this input from here. Yeah, we could build some more over here or whatever. I mean, actually, we can do, let's just demonstrate that now. Actually, a good way of doing this. We'll copy all of this and we'll mirror it. I need to do it like that and then rotate it. Yeah. Is that going to quite work? Not quite, because of how the belts are feeding past each other. Oh, we can. No, we can work that out. There we go. So if we get rid of the, we can't see that from there. Well, I could do this. No. What would be nice would be a tunnel here, but there we go. Oh, I see the problem here. Hold on a second. Gotcha. There we go. We've got a slight mismatch here, but we can sort this out in a second. What have I done here? Have I moved part of it over? I've really mangled this, haven't I? I've done something very wrong here. Give me a second. Never let it be said that I do not give you the full experience, the full Let's Play experience, warts and all. Oh god damn it, now I've got to make this one work.